This is the story of Martin Bryant and the Port Arthur Massacre. In April 1996, a quiet historic site in Tasmania, Australia, became the scene of the deadliest mass shooting in modern Australian history. One man killed 35. And a nation changed forever. Martin Bryant was born in 1967 in Hobart, Tasmania. From a young age, teachers and psychologists noted troubling behavior. He was described as intellectually impaired, socially isolated, and often showed signs of cruelty, killing animals and bullying other kids. At home, things weren't much better. His father struggled to control him. Martin had few friends. A psychologist once warned that he would never hold a job or live independently, and might one day hurt others. Despite this, he inherited money after his father's suicide in 1993, over $500,000. He bought a mansion, traveled, and continued living a detached, erratic life. No one imagined the horror he would unleash just a few years later. On the morning of April 28, 1996, Bryant left his home with a large sports bag. Inside were a semi-automatic rifle and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. He drove to Port Arthur, a former prison colony and now a popular tourist site. At 1:30 p.m., he entered the Broad Arrow Cafe and ordered lunch. Tourists chatted. Children laughed. Nothing seemed unusual. Then, he pulled out his rifle and began shooting. Within 15 seconds, 12 people were dead. He walked through the cafe and gift shop, firing at close range. He shot tourists in their seats, in doorways, even as they tried to run. People screamed. Many froze in place, not believing what they were seeing. Bryant moved to the parking lot, where he continued his spree. He shot people in their cars and hijacked a vehicle after killing the occupants. Then, he drove to a nearby guest house called Seascape and he was killing more people along the way. By now, emergency calls flooded in. Police and special forces surrounded the Seascape property. Inside, Bryant held a hostage and set the building on fire. The standoff lasted 18 hours. Early the next morning, he emerged from the burning house, clothes singed, hair burned, and was arrested without resistance. The final death toll, 35 killed, 23 injured. The youngest victim was just 3 years old. The nation was in shock. Australians watched in horror as the details unfolded. Bryant was diagnosed with severe personality disorders but was found fit to stand trial. He pleaded guilty to all charges, 35 counts of murder, and was sentenced to 35 life sentences without parole. He remains in solitary confinement to this day in a maximum security prison. But what came next changed Australia forever. In the wake of the massacre, the Australian government, led by then Prime Minister John Howard, took swift action. Within weeks, new national gun laws were introduced, semi-automatic and automatic rifles were banned. A massive gun buyback program was launched. Over 650,000 firearms were surrendered and destroyed. Australia hasn't seen a mass shooting on that scale since. Martin Bryant's actions left deep scars on Australia. Port Arthur is now a place of remembrance. A silent monument to the lives lost, and a powerful reminder of what unchecked violence can do. The Port Arthur Massacre is a story of tragedy, but also of resilience. Of how a nation came together, grieved, and acted. Thank you for watching. If you believe in change, remembrance, and resilience, like this video and subscribe for more true stories that matter.